Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. Today it's one of my subscription boxes. It's TOYL, which stands for Time of Your Life, and it's the box for January 2024. So this box costs £39.99 and that includes delivery costs, and it's designed for women over 40. It's a monthly subscription, but you can cancel at any time, and there's also a facility to pause. They do a little preview on the 18th of the month beforehand. So for next month's box, February, this January, the 18th, they'll do a preview and it will show you all the products in that box. If you don't like what you see, you can cancel, or you can actually pause, as long as you do so before 6 p.m. on the 19th, so the following day basically. You can also get this now as a one-off box. It costs more, it's £10 more, it's £49.99, but you can do that if you don't fancy going through the subscription process. So this month's box is worth £127 and it's called the Reset Box. With TOYL, you always get a leaflet, quite a decent sized leaflet this time. It's got lots of information on the products in the box. There's also an article on winter skin, and they mention as well that next year, in 2024, they're hoping to launch an online midlife beauty mastery class. So that's something to look out for too. Gives you a sneak peek for next month, which is going to focus on eyes, necks and lips, and it includes Temple Spa's Exalt Neck Gel, can't say that. It's got an RRP of £46, so I don't think I'll even need to look at the preview on the 18th this time, because I really fancy that. Anyway, let's have a look at what's in this month's box. So we start off with two products actually. This is the Crystal Earth's Amber Shampoo and Conditioner. They're both 250 mils and they've got an RRP together of £36. And the brand says, crystal coated with amber, this formulation has been designed to have a calming effect to thoroughly recharge and soothe your scalp. It contains bisabolol extracted from chamomile, known as a natural, powerful remedy for very sensitive, easily inflamed and irritated scalps. And they describe the fragrance as a sensual and masculine accord, opening with top notes of juniper berry, black peppercorn, bergamot and lemon, revealing an aromatic and woody heart of lavender, patchouli and cedar, freshened with a hint of cassis, rich amber and sheer musks. Karen from TOYL says, don't be fooled by the unusual packaging. These are top quality products that tick a lot of boxes: sustainable, natural, cruelty-free, vegan and PP plastic, which doesn't emit toxins or microplastics. Not only that, it's brilliant on all hair types. So I was very pleased about that, because during the winter my hair can be a pain. I don't know whether you watched any of my videos last winter, but my hair was horrible. It was all over the place. It just looked like straw. So I'm always a little bit cautious when I try new hair products, but to be honest with you, these ones were great. So first of all, let's have a look at the packaging. It looks fabulous, doesn't it? I mean, that will look lovely in your bathroom. It's just, I love yellow. Yellow is one of my favourite colours. Although I wear a lot of blue, yellow doesn't really suit me as a colour to wear, I don't think. But as a colour to love, I do love it, because it's just sunshiny and gorgeous and bright. So the packaging's fabulous. The only problem I had with the packaging, and I think it was the initial sort of trying to get the product out, is it's quite sturdy and thick feeling. So when I tried to get it out in the shower this morning, I have a problem with my grip. I've got small hands and my grip is not great, because I do have nerve problems in my neck, so I can't grip very well. Trying to squeeze it out this morning was very, very difficult for me. I think once I'd got it working, it was fine. So I think this is the shampoo, isn't it? I'm going to put it on a little bit of tissue, because I tried to do it earlier before the video just to check it out and if it was working properly, and if I could squeeze it, and it went everywhere. So there we go. It's gone everywhere again. I was hoping that by doing it that way, it wouldn't go everywhere. But I just wanted to show you sort of the consistency of it, which you can't really tell there. But it's a nice sort of gel like, you can't tell, can you? But it's shampoo. Anyway, it has a very strong smell. When I first smelled it in the shower, I thought, oh my gosh, it did smell a little bit like aftershave or some kind of more masculine shower gel. I did feel that sort of masculine smell to it. It's okay. It's not one I would necessarily choose, and it is quite strong. It does stay in your hair for a while, but it's not horrible. It's nice enough. It's just not one I'd choose. Anyway, in terms of how the shampoo performed, it did really well. I do worry that shampoos are going to strip my hair a little bit at this time of year, but it really didn't. And it did a great job of lathering up with not needing much of the product to do so. So anyway, we went on. I've made a right old mess here. I'm going to have to clear that up in a bit. On to the conditioner. Now for this one, I think I'm going to need 2 hands to squeeze it out, because I did, again, try it just before the video and it was quite difficult. So I'm going to do it again onto a bit of tissue. I've wasted a bit there. Now this conditioner's really lovely. I really like this look. I'll get it on my hand so you can see. It's really thick. So when you put it on, it does feel almost mask-like the way it goes onto your hair. Again, it has got the same sort of smell. So not my favourite smell, but it did an absolutely fabulous job. Often when I get conditioners, I find that I then have to go on top of those with one of my conditioners that I know and love, like Bleach London Reincarnation is the one I've got at the moment. And very often I have to use that as well as a conditioner if I've got like a duo. But this time I didn't. This is all the shampoo and the conditioner. I have put another product in. I've put the Colour Wow, oh, I can never remember the name of it, the sort of leave-in conditioner one in as well, which I would do. That would be a fair sort of thing to do. I thought I could just try it with the shampoo and conditioner. That wouldn't be fair, because that's not what I do with any other shampoo or conditioner that I use. I'm waffling now, sorry. But yes, it's done a fabulous job. The 3 of them combined, I'm really, really happy. Much better than I expected. So yeah, happy. I think the packaging for me is a little bit difficult to use, but I can get over that by using 2 hands and popping it into something else first. And the smell, not my favourite, but it's okay. I'm going to pause because I really need to do a massive cleanup job here. I'll be back in a sec. That was a bit messy. Okay, on to the next product. This is by Skin Sense. It is the Energising Face Mask. It's 100 mils. It matches my top, actually. I didn't realise that. And it's got an RRP of £30. And the brand says, created especially for skin suffering from extreme dehydration, this refreshing mask soothes and hydrates skin, which feels dry and uncomfortable. Dull, lacklustre skin is energised and left with a healthy glow. Kiwi and bilberry extracts provide the skin with revitalising vitamins and minerals and defend against future dehydration and skin damage. And to use, you apply to cleansed facial skin and leave for 10 minutes, rinse off with tepid water. And Karen from TOYL has suggested using this a couple of times a week during winter. So again, skin is something for me that does tend to suffer in winter. It does. Well, it used to suffer in winter and go very dry, and that's partly, I guess, because of the central heating and things like that. This is what it looks like. It is beautiful looking, isn't it? I really, really like the look of this product, and I have tried it out this morning. So as you can probably see, it is like a gel. There isn't much of a smell to it, I don't think. Although, to be honest, this morning all I could smell after I'd got out the shower was the shampoo and conditioner. Oh, there is a slight smell to it. You know, I couldn't smell that this morning. Ever so slight, not major. It's quite gentle. I would almost think it doesn't have a fragrance, but I don't think it is meant to have a fragrance. Maybe that's just me smelling nice. Anyway, I did use it this morning. there was a very, very slight tingle when I put it on. However, that really didn't last. It just went quite quickly, and it was nice to use. It was lovely to take off as well. When I took it off, it felt all soft and smooth on my face. So it's a decent one for me. Now, I'm not one for these kind of mask products. However, I do recognise that in the winter they're more probably necessary than they are in the summertime for me, and I will do my absolute best to use it a couple of times a week, and I think I will be able to. My skin felt really lovely afterwards. Having said that, my skin's been okay recently too. This is highly unusual for me to have my hair being okay and my skin being okay at this time of year, but it must be the effort that I have been putting in. So you know, effort gets rewarded. But this, I think, will definitely help. So I'm happy with this one. I think I'm going to have to pause again because I'm a mucky pup again. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, now the next product is by Apothecary, and it's the Beat the Blues Pulse Point. So it's 10 mils with an RRP of £29, and the brand says soothing, anti-inflammatory and healing. This harmonious blend of essential oils contains clary sage, petitgrain, rose geranium and tuberose. An alchemical blend known to uplift the mood, boost self-esteem, ease frustration and help revitalise and stimulate happiness. To use, you just roll as needed over pulse points on wrists and neck. And Karen says winter can be a tough time mentally for all of us, but this oil dabbed on wrists and neck can lift your mood pretty fast. She says she keeps hers in her handbag or on the desk next to her computer, and a quick roll of this never fails to lift her mood. So I've actually had the room spray in this particular blend, and I'm not over keen on it. So I haven't tried this out today. But I have had someone else in the family try it out for me. There's 3 of us in the family, 2 are male, and obviously I'm female. They actually like the smell of this. I don't like the smell of this. So I had one of them try it out for me all day today, and it did last fairly well through the day. We went out shopping in the car at one point, and I was sitting next to them, and it was I didn't like it. Having said that, I'm not feeling unhappy. So whether it would help lift my mood if I was, I would like to find out. So I am going to keep it, mainly for them, also for me, to see if when I do feel sad or a little bit down, maybe, try it out and see if it lifts my mood. I can't see that it would, to be fair, because I just don't like, there's something, do you know what, I think there's a memory going on in there, and every time I sniff it, it's taking me back to, it's weird actually, it's taking me back to a holiday that I went on with school when I was in junior school. And I had an awful time because I wanted to go home every single minute of every single day, I think. And for some reason, it's taken me back to that. How weird is that? Every time, thinking about it, every time I've sniffed it, I keep having an image of me. It was a Cotswolds holiday. And being on a Cotswolds animal zoo thing, I think, which is still there. Thinking, oh, actually, this isn't too bad. This bit's okay. I'm okay, but I still want to go home. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know why it would take me back to that. Anyway, sorry, I'd never realised that before, but that's probably what it is. The last item product in here is by Aromatherapy Associates. Again, not quite matching me, but not far off. It's the Deep Relax Sleep Mist. This is 50 mils. It's got an RRP of £32. And the brand says, if your racing mind is preventing a good night's rest, this calming concoction contains grounding vetiver as well as chamomile to soothe and sandalwood to help feel relaxed, all of which combine to help you switch off and subsequently drift off. The gentle mist can be applied to your clothes, bed linen and pillows. And apparently this one I think is also okay to use on your skin. It's pregnancy safe and gluten-free, but double check if you're ever using aromatherapy that it's okay for you. Karen says, if sleep isn't a problem for you, why not spritz this into the air over the bath before you get in? It will enhance the experience and relax you even further. So this is actually one of the reasons that I definitely wanted. I mean, to be honest, this box intrigued me. I was interested in the shampoo and conditioner, and this is the thing that I wanted. So this is a sleep mist, but it smells a little bit funny. When you first smell this one, if you've not had it before, you might think, oh my goodness, that is pretty strong and pretty interesting, might be the word you use. I don't know, it might be something else. I'm just going to get a toilet roll to pop it onto. I'm not prepared. So this one, when I first ever smelt this, I thought, I don't like it. That was my initial thought. It is really strong. There's almost a smokiness to it. It smells like you're not going to like it, but honestly, it's grown on me, and I've had this a few times now, and I love it, and it really helps me sleep. And I used it. I didn't use it last night, actually. I used it the night before, and I had a really good night's sleep. I do use sleep sprays anyway, so I'm using another one. That's why I didn't use it last night. I'm using the other one up first. But this one I know I love, and it works for me anyway. So yeah, it's a great product. It might take you a little bit of getting used to if you've not had it before. And if you do sleep next to someone, they might say things like, oh my gosh, what is that? But try it out anyway, because it might help them sleep too. So that's the end of the box. It's an interesting one. This was hit and miss for me. It could have been that I didn't like them, and that would have been a bit of a shame. I think the box I would have been disappointed in then, but it's done a great job, and the conditioner's fabulous. I often find conditioners really let me down, but that one does a great job. I just wish it smelled a little bit different, but it's not the end of the world, certainly. Then of course we've got the mask, the face mask, which I love the colour of that too, and the packaging. It feels really lovely and luxurious, and it does a fabulous job on my skin. My skin's okay anyway at the moment, but it certainly felt great this morning. Then we've got the little roller ball, which is just not, I can't even tell you what it smells like, because it's just really unique. As soon as I smelt it, I remembered that I'd had it in the room spray and not really got on with it. But then we get the Aromatherapy Associates again. The smells today are just the main feature, I think, and the smell of that, it's an interesting one. I think you will find if you've not had it before. But honestly, for me, it works. That's one of my favourite ones to have. That's it. So I like TOYL this month. I think next month I'm definitely getting, because eyes, lips, neck, definitely areas that I like to concentrate on. And I've actually run out of one of my eye creams, although I have had what is it? It's Rocker Box. I've had my Rocker Box, and that's got an eye thing in there this month. And I think next month, I think it might be Ok's got one of my favourite eye creams in. I think I've had a little sneak peek, so we'll see. Could be getting all confused up with something else. So yeah, eye creams for me are a big definite morning and night. And obviously lips, I always use lip products at night time anyway, and neck is going to be something I think I need to invest in if I'm going to be losing weight. So how is my January going? Normally I hate January. Do you know what? I'm feeling all right still. I don't know what's going on. I do kind of know what's going on, actually, because I woke up one of the days this week feeling down and feeling January-like and feeling like miserable, and the weather was horrible and it was dull, and I thought, oh no. And I thought, I don't want to have this January blues this time. I don't want to go through another winter like last year where I just felt miserable, and I think the last few years. So I kind of turned my mind around and did that thing where you have to think of 3 things to be thankful for, and ended up thinking of lots of things to be thankful for, and then thinking I need to just look at, okay, the weather looks miserable, it's a dull day, it's not great, but there's some things that you can see outside that are beautiful, and even in the dullness the sky can be beautiful. So that's what I did, and I literally turned my mind around by thinking these positive thoughts. So it can work, because really I did wake up feeling miserable. So far, that's the only day that that's happened. Actually, this morning I felt a bit miserable. I had a funny old dream last night, actually, it was really weird. It was sort of, we were being invaded by aliens, and it started off as a drone display that I'd gone outside to watch, and I suddenly realised that the sort of patterns were wrong. It was wrong, and we were going to be invaded. It was very intense. So I woke up feeling a little bit out of sorts. You know, when you have one of those dreams and you feel a bit off kilter and you think, you know, it's not, something's wrong. But I did the same thing. I thought, no, come on, pull yourself together. It was just a dream. Let's get on with today. And everything went great. And I feel good again now. And that's, you know, it is about, unfortunately, you've got to do it yourself, haven't you? And kind of pull yourself out of these thoughts, which in January for me are worse than any other time in the year. So yeah, January's going okay. As far as food is concerned, I was very good the first few days and ate very healthily, and I was pleased with myself. Then yesterday I went out for afternoon tea, which was a beautiful present I'd been given for Christmas, but I stuffed my face and managed to eat it all, so that's probably not great. But next week I have 3 things that I need to do. Drink lots of water each day, which I did manage to do at the beginning of last week. Exercise each day, even if it's just gentle, and eat healthily each day. So that's my 3 things. I think I can do that. Eat fruit. So I bought some fruit, not a lot, but I bought some blueberries and some tangerines. So eat fruit as well. So that's my intentions for this week. I think I'm going to take it week by week, you know, and just see if I can, because I think it feels easier to do it week by week than saying this is for the next year. So that's what I'm going to do this week. Those are my intentions. So nothing else really has happened. It's January, isn't it? What does happen? It's not a lot. So apart from the afternoon tea, which was lovely, and in the Cotswolds, and the sun shone for it, so I felt quite blessed, actually. I thought that was really nice. But yeah, not a lot else has happened. The dogs are fine. Everyone's fine, I think. I'm just going to plod on through January and see if I can get through it in one piece. In the meantime, I'm going to send you lots and lots and lots of love and positive energy. So please take that and use it. I just had a sudden thought, actually. I did try, well, I have cancelled Glossybox. Now, it took me about 7 emails to cancel Glossybox, and it was very difficult and very stressful, because they just didn't seem to, well, they still haven't answered my question. I had one question really, which was, when will my last box be? That's my question. I had a 6-month subscription that I was trying to cancel, which they just couldn't seem to cancel because they thought it was a 1-month rolling subscription. It was very confusing. But I said, look, I paid for it up front in September, so by my calculations February should be my last box, but they have never answered that question. They still haven't. So, but they have cancelled. So whether I get February or not, I have absolutely no idea. If I don't, I shall be writing some more emails. So I have cancelled Glossybox. So that's Look Fantastic and Glossybox are cancelled. I've got Rockerbox this month. I think I might keep it for one more month and then, but I think I am going to be cancelling Rockerbox too. And then at that point, I will be getting more one-off boxes. There was a one-off box this month, or this week even, from Latest in Beauty. It was their first trending beauty edit of the year, but it just wasn't right for me. And I thought, you know what, I can't justify getting something that there weren't enough products. There were a couple of products in there I would have liked, but there weren't enough products in there for me to justify getting it. So I'm going to be checking things out a little bit more carefully this year than I did last year. So anyway, positive energy. Back to the positive energy. Please take it, and I hope everything that you need to happen this week works for you and happens. And I want you to just feel as positive as you can each day. If you wake up feeling rubbish, just try and think of the things that you can be grateful and thankful for. There will be something, even if it's tiny, tiny. But take this positive energy, and I hope that that will help you do that. And I was going to say in the meantime, I'll see you, but that's not in the meantime. I don't know what I'm talking about. I will see you next time. Honestly, I need to draw this to an end, don't I? I will see you next time. Hopefully it will be soon. If I am positive, it will be next week. Take lots and lots of care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.